What's up, guys? NepentheZ here, and welcome back to another episode of the League SBC to Glory. You can see in the top corner, I'm up to 45,000 coins. That is from all of the bronze packs we opened previously and a few more bronze packs opened since. Today, to start with, we're going to get into some more bronze packs. I have got a few more League SBC cards and a few players in the club. I'll show you that in just a second. Just to run you through what sold, like all of the rares kind of sell. A lot of the bronzes, to my kind of disbelief, I suppose, sold. We did pack a Paderborn centre-back and a Sheffield striker, which I sold both for 6,000 coins. We also obviously sold that Dutch manager that I packed in the video yesterday for 3,400 coins. And then for those of you that know, you'll notice what something is here. And for those of you that don't, I'll explain it, but basically, I list all of my fitness cards up for 150 to 500. You'll notice with the training cards, 150 to 200. With the fitness cards, the contracts, I list them up with an actual placed buy now. With the fitness cards, I list them up 5k bin. Because they get bought quite regularly, when people are buying them on the companion app, they very often accidentally buy them for 5,000 coins. And there is another one there bought for 5,000 coins. And so with regards to the rest of it, I've just relisted it now. So this is a whole bunch of stuff that didn't sell. Lots of players didn't sell. If they don't sell on this go around, I will send them into the club or discard them if they're duplicates. There you go. A lot of players. Some of the contracts, I might start discarding the contracts too. But all of the fitness cards are gone already. And of course, on the weekend, it's a lot easier to sell. And at the time of recording this, it's currently 10 past 10 at night. So the video has only been up for 11 minutes. So I haven't got any comments from the last video yet, but we're up to 60 players here. This time of night, it is so much more difficult to sell. Prime time for selling anything in this game, let alone bronze items, but specifically bronze items, is from about 10 a.m. UK until about 9 p.m. UK. Anything outside of that window, and you just sell way less. So here you go. You can see I've got some players coming in now. I actually feel like I'm up to about 7 or 8 CSL players now, which isn't necessarily ideal, but it's also not terrible. What are we at? 3, 6. We're up to 9. But because we're up to 45,000 coins already from our 9k start price, or our 9,600 start coins, when I get close to getting a team, 4 or 5 now, it will be definitely a point of maybe starting to buy some of the teams. Also, I want to do marquee matchups. So that is obviously something that comes every week and allows everybody the opportunity. It's not like marquee matchups. You guys don't get to do it. You guys also get to do marquee matchups too. So I'm going to go and have a look at what marquee matchups is. I mean, in terms of marquee matchups in general, it's usually pretty cheap. You usually get a really good return on your coins no matter what, even if you do it from scratch, which we won't have to do because we'll have a lot of bronze players to use. But the marquee matchups currently is 23k from scratch on PlayStation and offers in return an Electrum Players Pack, a Jumbo Premium Gold Pack, a Prime Electrum Players Pack, a Premium Gold Players Pack, and a Rare Electrum Player Pack. So we will get, what's that, like 30... 55, so about 80,000 coins worth of packs for about 20 to 25k, which obviously is real nice. It's definitely something we're going to complete, but I want to make sure I complete it once I've got a healthy amount of players. So I'm going to start keeping England 3 and England 4 players as well, just to be able to use as the bronzes in those marquee matchups, and then we'll use golds. We'll purchase gold for everything else. But because of how many coins we made so quickly, just off the first little bit of time here, we're in a great spot, like a lot further ahead than I thought I would be by this stage. So what I'm going to do now, guys, once again, as explained in the last video, a lot of the you will see the sales of everything. I'll never not show you something that sells. You won't see me opening every bronze pack because that would be entirely boring. So I'm streaming right now at the time of recording this. Probably not well, maybe the time you're watching this, but probably not at the time you're watching this. But probably the time you're watching this. So I'm going to go and just stream opening the packs. And yeah, that's where we're at. So if you guys want to get involved, like I said, in the everything part of this series, you're going to have to come check it out on stream. If, however, you're happy just to see the ins and outs, then you can check it out on video every day, basically, at 10 p.m. until we get to a point where I'm like, it's done and I've proved it. So I will be right back. All right, guys, so the hour has surpassed, and as expected, not quite nearly as many items sold. We are up to 52,000 coins now, but only 15 items sold. Wow, we got another fitness card away at 5k. I had a feeling that would happen, just because of the time of night. So it's going to be, I think this series is going to be me doing a lot of bronze packs during the day, and then a lot of grinding packs during the night, if that makes any sense at all. And even like right now, I'm probably better off only listing up items that I know will sell and storing the players. But I don't want to get lazy and not sell the players, somewhere else down the line. So we'll open some more packs again now, just to fill up the last 15 slots of the trade pile, and then I won't come back on this account until I wake up. For you guys watching this today. But for me, tomorrow, this will be the last time I spend on this account. So the total time spent on the account so far is probably considerably less than 1 hour. Or definitely less than 1 hour. Not necessarily considerably less. We spent about 20 minutes initially opening bronze packs. And we've had a few little pockets of, minutes here and there, opening some packs as well. So in under 1 hour of total time spent on the account, we've turned 9,600 coins into over 50,000 coins, and we put at least a couple of hundred players into the club, and we've got obviously a trade pile with almost 100 items on it too. So that's kind of the rate that you can go at, which is obviously quite brilliant. And it's just about how much time and effort and energy you guys put into it if you want to follow suit. So I will carry this on. We'll keep opening these bronze packs. Definitely is time to maybe start looking at some silver packs. If we hit a good silver player, could be big money. And in general, in fact, let's open a couple silver packs now. Oh, there we go, a La Liga player. There's only one there for 1,300, so I'm going to list mine up for 2,000, knowing that the 1,300 one will get bought, and I'll hope that my one gets bought. So 7 trade pile spaces left. We'll open silver packs now until the trade pile's full, which might actually only be 1 or 2 packs, because I try and sell a lot of the consumables out of silver packs. It's a good way to make a lot of the coins back. Let's see what we get out of this. So we get an FC20 player. He's only like 1,000 coins, but that's, well, maybe we'll try and sell him for 1,200. That'll be half the pack back paid for. Contracts sadly don't sell at the moment. So yeah, this one is going to rely on us selling players to make our coins back. Hull card could be selling as well. Not really. 400 coins on him. How much trade pile space we've got left? Got 2 left. So we'll list this guy up as well. Just 200 coins for him. And this guy, maybe 400, 500 coins for him, just because he's a Spanish centre-back. And that's it. So yeah, I will be back in the morning for me, but straight away for you. So be right back. All right, guys. So it is now Monday. I've just logged onto the account. You can see my coins are down. I haven't opened any packs yet. We're going to get through that. I relisted everything again, and so this is all that sold overnight. A couple of those silver items that we picked up. The bronze striker from Alaves for 2k, and then a whole bunch more bronzes just for 150 or 200 coins. A few fitness cards and stuff as well. I have got a whole bunch of comments for today's video, and there you can see what's listed. But before we get into those comments, I want to show you what I've done with the coins, which is another very important part of the League SBC system. So that gold card there, I built Marquee Matchups. I bought this guy here for 650 coins, I think, 700 coins. I didn't need him, so I'm going to try and sell him for 750 coins and hopefully get rid of him. And we've done something. I think just the first season progress there. So we get a coin unlock reward, which obviously doesn't mean anything to us because we don't play any games on this account, but we've earned a trophy. So there you go. So with regards to Marquee Matchups, guys, I spent about 22,000 coins on it. We will go through absolutely everything. And I'll show you, so for this one here, I actually had most of the cards already, or some of the cards, the bronze Super League F cards. So that's a first owner, 450 for Shah, 700 for Kuyate, first owner, 500 for Chambers, 500 for Gendouzi, 450 for Groneveld, 550 for Martinez, first owner, and then 450 for Andy Carroll. So not too many coins spent there. That gets us an Electrum Players Pack to open. We'll open obviously all of these packs at the same time. Basak Sahir versus Besiktas. Now we actually had the Besiktas bronze left back that we packed. So that saved us having to buy one of those. And then we paid 350, 450, 450, and 200. 350, 750 for Muslera, high rated, rare gold, and very cheap. 400 for Sessegnon, 350, 250, and then 350 for Cisse. And then that's, I thought I bought another player there. That's the right mid the left mid that I bought that I didn't need in the end because he didn't give me what I needed. That gives us a Jumbo Premium Gold pack. Then Valencia versus Atletico Madrid. So I actually have some players. I've got 3 players here that I bought that I don't need. So once my trade pile clears out, I'll sell those back on. So 400, 550, and 550 for those cards. So that's like, you know, what's that, like 1,500 coins that I didn't actually need to spend. Then we've got Huame, Barak, 400. Oh no, we're back onto those ones. So yeah, so Huame from Valencia for 500. 450, 550, 650, 400, 450, 700 for Pastore, 400, 700 for Martinez, 400 for Dabur, and 400 for Palacio. So including the gold on the bench, we're about 2,200 coins worth of players that I didn't need. So I didn't need to spend those coins, which obviously I think I had 52,000 when I started. So if I take those coins back, we spent about 22,000 on marquee matchups. And then Chelsea versus Manchester United. I don't think I had any. Oh, there you go. I've got a couple players here as well. So Barkley and Diego Jota. That's another 1,200. So I actually spent probably somewhere close to 20,000. 500 for Dubravka, 600 for Janmat, 1,200 for Rudiger, Jagielka 500, Pereira 750, Tielemans 700, Milivojevic 700, Van Hinkel 700, Almiron for 600, Delafeu 700, and Jimenez for 1,000 coins. And that is marquee matchups done. So yeah, about 20,000-ish coins in total spent, and always loved marquee matchups generally because it's, you know, good profit maker. But in terms of value of packs that we got back, we got a 30k pack with a rare Electrum, a 25k pack there with the premium gold, a 15k pack there as well. So already we've got about 70k's worth of packs without the Electrum and the prime Electrum, and it cost us 20,000 coins. So that for me is a big win. I'll be very, very surprised if we don't make 20,000 coins back. Because I don't have too much trade pile space, what we're going to do is we're going to save all of these cards, and specifically the golds anyway. So Ospina, Rondon, Finn Bogerson, Engels, and Claudio there are all League SBC cards that we'll save, which is brilliant. These silvers, this is where we get to, and I will talk about the silvers a bit more in detail from some of the comments. But these silvers now is where a lot of people have questions. What do I do with them? So I will get through that shortly, and then we get another card there, so we can store all of that in the club for the time being. So as I say, even if we get really bad return on these packs, we're still going to make profit from these packs. Obviously, if we can hit a board, if we can hit a winter refresh card, something like that, it'll be real nice. We get a Berg win there, the PSV version still, which is sad. We get some more good players there though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more League SBC golds, an MLS player, a Cardiff player, and a Birmingham player, and a Huangzhou player as well. And this guy, that's like a 700 to 1,000 coin Chinese league player that we can now put in. Obviously, we're working on the Chinese league, which is real nice. We then get a Jumbo Premium Gold Pack. So this is where we're going to have to make sure we keep on top of selling items. We need to make sure we keep on top of selling all the contracts, fitness cards, consumables, everything. I don't want any of them in my club at all. Players in my club is fine because we'll be able to make use of those. We got our first 83. We get Haaland's base card as well. Is he actually selling? Not really. No, he's not. 900 to 1,000 coins. But again, we get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 more League SBC cards. That can go. I'll store the items in the club for now. Again, I just don't want to waste trade pile space, I suppose. That will go for 200. That will go... What are we selling this for? Maybe like 1,200 coins there. That will sell nicely as well. That might sell for 200. I might have to discard that. They typically don't sell. I will pop that up. We'll pop the contracts up as well. And then the individual contracts, believe it or not, just don't sell. So we're going to discard those, and then all of the players can go back into the club. So that leaves the two big packs for us. Premium Gold Players Pack and a Rare Electrum Players Pack. And before we sort of like close out today's video, we're going to get a board here, which is nice. It's an inform, which is really, really nice. So that's 10,000 of our 20,000 coins back. It's going to be a French centre-back. It's going to be, I don't know what that guy's name is off the top of my head. Sumaro. So he's probably discard price. We'll hold on to him for the time being. What else do we get in here? So nothing else major in there in terms of value, but another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 more League SBC cards, which is fantastic. Our golds are starting to like ramp up. So this guy is literally discard price. We don't need to discard him for now. If ever there's an SBC that I want to do that requires an inform, we now have one, which is obviously brilliant. And then from our rare election players pack, we don't get a board or a walkout. So the pack luck pretty poor. We do get a Kovacic, which is nice. Again, real nice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 League SBCs there. And a Saudi League SBC silver from here, which is like another 2K player. Oh, actually, maybe a 500 coin player. But still, nice to add into the club. So that's where we're at with that. So I'm going to go and get the comments now whilst we open a few more bronze packs, and I will be right back. All right, guys, welcome back. We only got 7 sales, again, from the last setup. A lot of those players that I was trying to sell just aren't selling. So I've sent them into the club now. We have got some items on the trade pile, and we are going to continue with just bronze packs for the rest of today, but whilst getting some comments. So we're nearly at 200 players now as well, which is brilliant, and we will be there very, very soon. So the first comment is from Thog Don't Care. I'm sure Thog does care, pal. I'm sure he loves you a lot. He says, I honestly think you should just start from scratch on this account and see how far you can get towards team of the season. Just my opinion. I want to see fun teams instead of seeing team of the years and prime icons, etc. You can still keep doing a regular Road to Glory, but I just want to see something new. Loving the content, been watching since FIFA 15. So generally speaking, there was a lot of people asking, just confused, I suppose, and asking what the plan is for this account. Some people not knowing, some people saying, oh, you know, we'll see this series ended within, you know, a week, and that kind of thing. And in essence, this series never really was planned to be a long-term thing. The whole purpose of this is just to show you that, hey, even if you have nothing, you can get to having lots of things very quickly, very efficiently, and here's how. That's all. You know, last year it was 6 episodes. Some people seem to think it had to do with views. Had nothing to do with views. The aim is just to show you guys how it works, essentially. And so that's exactly what we did last year, and that was the plan this year. But there was a lot of calls from people asking me to continue this even through team of the season and see what we can get through nothing but bronze packs, bronze pack method, League SBC system, and grinding without actual gameplay. And so I would be interested to keep it up if people remain interested to watch it. Now, that's not to say that it's necessarily directly related to views, but obviously if people just, you know, if people watch the first little bit, get the gist of it, and then disappear, that would be a bit of a problem, because I would rather put up Road to Glory content. So there's an opportunity definitely to mix this and the Road to Glory together, where, you know, we do this series 3 times a week, the Road to Glory 4 times a week, and go from there. There's also an opportunity. I'm going to start saving, as I said before, England 3 and 4 just for SBCs. Yeah, there's going to be an opportunity to do a few other mini series as well. Like, I really want to do an account where I spend 12,000 fee points on gold packs, 5k packs, and an account where I spend 12,000 fee points on silver 50 FIFA point packs, and see how many coins you get after selling absolutely everything. I think that'll be a pretty good experiment. So I might basically start doing some experiments on this channel. That's not to say the Road to Glory will finish. I think a few people thought that as well. I think a few people were under the impression that the Road to Glory is done now. It's not. I'm still streaming the Road to Glory. Obviously, I didn't actually play Champs this weekend on the Road to Glory. We finished 1-0, but I've still got lots to do on that account. And one of the main reasons why I stopped last year after 6 episodes, again, had nothing to do with views, but actually to do with efficiency. And it was a point where I was making coins on an account where I never intended to use the coins. And I just sat there and I thought, no, I shouldn't be doing this. I should be doing this on an account where I do intend to use the coins. So we went back to the main account and carried on from there. However, I am intrigued. I am definitely interested to see where we can get to on this account through nothing other than grinding League SBCs, bronze and silver packs. Right? I'm very intrigued. So if there is enough interest if there is enough constant feedback, if I can basically, if I can make the videos enjoyable enough, which is what it comes down to ultimately, I will continue this on. But it will get to a point where it's like, even now, you know, I noted in episode 1, the first few episodes are going to be boring because it's just going to be bronze packs until we get into actual league SBCs. And you know, this sadly is like such an important pivotal part of the series with regards to the bronze packs. But ultimately, like once we get into the grind of the league SBC grind, it becomes a little bit more engaging and a little bit more fun because we open a lot more interesting packs with the potential to pack big things, including icons. So yeah, if I can make the videos enjoyable and interesting and engaging, then I'll carry it on, no problem at all. If, however, I feel like, you know, I've proven the point, I've shown the process, and it's not very enjoyable or engaging because this whole system, this whole grind is boring. The menu grind of FIFA is so boring. Then I'll probably just give it up, go back to the Road to Glory as a daily upload, or maybe start adding in some new mini series onto this channel, which I'd be excited for. The next comment was from Team 2 Sync. He says, this is going to be a great series. I really hope that you don't pack a very good player so we can see how good it is without great pack luck. Well, I get what you mean, right? Because obviously people seem to think I'm on a red list or whatever. But the whole point of this is to make coins by getting good things in packs. You know, like it's almost sustainable if you don't get good packs, or alternatively, it is profitable by opening bronze and silver packs if you don't get good packs. But to make this really worthwhile, to make this like super engaging and super enjoyable, the whole purpose is actually to pack the big players, the 100k, 200k, 300k players. Obviously, I can't do that until I really start getting into the leagues. You know, I'm never going to get that from bronze packs. But ultimately, the idea is to make sure we do pack big players. Now, what I can do throughout this series, especially at the start, before we decide what we're going to do with this account or this series going forwards, is I can just not sell any big players that we pack and just store them. So, you know, if let's say we hit an Ibra and he's worth 1.2 million or whatever, I'll just keep him in the club forever. You know, he'll act as an untradeable until we decide what to do with the account. But yeah, the whole purpose is to pack the biggest players and make the most coins. Sarge says, best video, buddy. This is the only part of FIFA nowadays. And isn't that sad? Like, gameplay is just not where it should be, really, is it? Gameplay, I've always thought, and I said this last year whilst doing this series, actually, there should be a good mix between menu grinding and gameplay grinding where it both benefits you equally. And I don't think that's the case. I think menu grinding benefits you considerably more than gameplay grinding. And that's real sad, but it's just the way it is. But yeah, I appreciate those of you that are enjoying this and that are watching the series. I am having fun with it. It is going to take a lot of effort. You know, well, the start takes a lot of effort. This point here, opening the bronze packs, building up the player base, building up the coin balance, and building up the club in general for the first sort of like 6 to 8 hours of gameplay spent on the account is the real boring, real kind of tedious, monotonous chore, essentially. Once we start getting into the actual League SBC grind, that's when it becomes considerably more enjoyable, a lot of fun, and yeah, you just get the opportunity to obviously pack the big players. Robin says, looking forward to playing along with this. My time is limited on the game nowadays, but it seems like a genuine way of getting the most out of it with the time I have. I only play squad battles, so it's not like I'm getting mad packs back from rivals and weekend league, etc. And anyone that is involved as well, anyone that's following suit, be sure to keep me updated on Twitter, twitter.com/NepentheZ or Instagram.com/NepentheZ. Just use like, on Instagram, just tag me. And on Twitter, use hashtag League SBC or something. Yeah, let's go for hashtag League SBC. And I'll just open a tab with hashtag League SBC on it. So every time anyone tweets anything with hashtag League SBC, I'll be able to read it. I'll be able to look at it. And we can actually follow you guys. I can show in videos from time to time what you guys are up to as well. So, you know, maybe the start of every episode, I'll show some of the best bronze packs, some of the best League SBC packs, and so on and so forth. I think that would be a lot of fun too, to monitor everybody's kind of progression and growth throughout the system and throughout the series. That would be a lot of fun. And 2 more comments. I think that one I'll answer last. So Warrior says, I like the idea of this. I did the same last year because of you. My team was overpowered, 2 team of the years, and major icons was way early. But there's one problem this time. There's no icon SBCs. So what to do with all the fodder and dead informs, etc. that you pack? Icon SBCs guaranteed a certain standard of player quality, and you can put fodder into it because they were priced premium for premium players, so you didn't question it. Now EA's idea of premium is Haaland Player of the Month, not worth the price or grind. EA want fodder high, but not giving the appropriate players or packs to justify many examples this year. So you can sell your fodder and pack pools, but we'll be back to square one once you able to afford Neymar, Mbappe, etc. After that, the jump is way too high to make the grind appealing. I don't know. I wish the series the best, but I worry about EA's intentional brick wall in grinding. How do you plan on passing it? And so that is actually something that we will just work out as we go. You know, we'll figure out what's kind of what the plan is, essentially, because it is you know, a very valid question. It's something that last year, you know, the icon SBCs made it way easy to make easy profits because of the silver upgrade and gold upgrade sections that they had, and it also kept all rare bronzes and all rare silvers at a certain price point as well as fodder, as well as 83s, 84s, 85s, that, you know, they always had a certain price. Even right now, you can pack most 83s and they're going for like 1100, 1200 coins. That's a terrible return, you know, with all due respect. That is a terrible return. So when we get to that point, or if we get to that point, maybe like when we get to that point, we'll decide as we go. But the other question is if we get to that point, because it might be a case of, you know, the whole point of this series is just to show that it works and so on and so forth. So taking us back to the start of this comment section of, you know, what do we want out of this series? Where do we actually go long term? Is this going to be a short term mini experiment, or is this going to be a long term setup where we try to make the absolute most out of it? The answer to that, I don't know. So some items have sold here. So we will literally decide that as we go, ultimately. That's real nice. And then the last comment, which I'll let me just fill up this trade pile, because I don't need to be opening packs for this this last comment. So I'm actually going to save. I don't want that or that. These are both League SBC cards, so I'm going to save those now. We're at that point. So we're actually way down on coins today in terms of total coin value. You know, in terms of liquid coins, we're down to 25,000. But in terms of players, we're up to 214, including now a whole bunch of gold players. So we've now got an inform, already a few 82s, an 83, and already 4 pages, four full pages of gold cards that obviously are all tradable, all discard for a minimum of 300-ish coins. So we're in a great spot value-wise in the club right now. We're already like really filling up our club. So the last comment is from Dean, and Dean says, so Nep, would you only do 2 leagues at a time to maximize return potential? And by the way, love the content on all the videos. Keep doing what you're doing for us fans. Well, I appreciate the kind words, man. The answer is not as simple as how many should you do to maximize potential. I think to maximize potential, doing all of them at once is always the best option, because you have a constant rotation of players, of clubs, of everything going around. The specific reason why I started with these 2 is because they are the most bronze heavy SBCs that are available, and I'm only opening bronze packs. So with regards to the Chinese league, specifically, actually I think the Saudi league might be more heavy bronze, but basically they're so heavy bronze oriented that I have to do them first to start the system off. What you can do is you can just pick a couple of leagues that you like and sell everything else. So let's say you pick 1 major league, 1 mid league, and 1 minor league. So you pick say the Premier League, the Turkish league, and the Chinese league. So you keep all of the players for those 3 leagues, and then you sell everything else, and you keep recycling like that. If you do it like that, the problem you're going to run into is that you are going to constantly have to keep opening bronze packs and silver packs. And for me personally, the aim is to not have to open bronze packs or silver packs. The aim is to use the leagues that we've got as a way to create the bronze and silver players. And that's why opening these bronze packs at the start is so important, because you're getting yourself a big base of bronze players so that you ultimately, hopefully, never run out. So for the Saudi league so far, we've got at most 2 players in 1 club, which obviously it leaves us in a not a bad position, but definitely not a good position. You know, we've only just started, and then for the Chinese league, we are in a position. I think I've got like 3 players for one of the clubs, if I remember correctly. We've got a first gold there. There's 2 players for Guangzhou. One player there, one player there. Henan Jianye, just one player there, one player there. There you go. 3 players for Shanghai Shenhua. So once we pack like 1 or 2 more Shanghai Shenhua players, and then 4 players for Tianjin there as well, which is real good. So already our Chinese league it's getting there. You know, we're only a couple hours of gameplay onto the account. We're in a good spot. So in terms of like maximizing potential, maximizing profit, I think doing all of the leagues is very, very valuable. When we look at like starting from scratch, essentially, a lot of you guys would actually be able to not even have to open bronze packs or silver packs if you already have a coin balance. If you already have like 500,000 coins or 300k coins or 200k coins, you can actually just start by just picking a league SBC and doing it from scratch. So La Liga is 250k. Now, not only do you get an 88 rated player, but obviously you get a whole bunch of packs back, which are way more than 250k in total value. If you did the Eredivisie, it's 137k. The Championship is a good one because you get 24 packs back for 160,000 coins and a player. Premier League is 200k with some really good packs back. Super League is 120k unless you're on Xbox. I don't know why it's so expensive on Xbox. Saudi League is 120k from scratch, and you obviously get a whole bunch of packs back. Serie A is up to 300k now, mostly because I think Brescia are way expensive. Liga NOS is quite expensive as well, 174k. MLS for 155k gives you 24 packs back. That's a good setup. French League 170k. Chinese League is 94k on PlayStation for 16 packs. And Bundesliga is 240k for 18 good packs. And so for the Serie A, Brescia is up to 82k on PlayStation. And then Hellas Verona now is up to 35k on PlayStation. And then Parma's at 16k. Spal is at 20k. Sassuolo is up there at 13k. Like the Serie A is getting really expensive. I don't think it's worth it. But in general and in short, it's probably best to just do all of them over and over and over. Otherwise, as I say, like what will happen is let's say you pick the Premier League, the Chinese League, and the Turkish League. Once you've spent the coins doing them the first time around, there's no way you'll get enough players back from those 3 sets to do them again. So you're going to end up having to fork out a lot of coins because your player base is not going to be full. You need to constantly just do the next best option. So if you've done the Chinese League and then you've got loads of Saudi League players, you do the Saudi League. If you then look in your club and you've got loads of French League players, you do the French League. If by that point you've got loads of Premier League players, you do the Premier League. Next point, you might be looking at doing the Serie A, or you might be looking at doing the MLS. You know, it really just depends on what you get in the packs that you get and when you get it and what you do with those items afterwards. And so that's where we're at. So that is going to be the end of the video for today. I'm going to carry on banging out bronze packs once this trade path expires. This is going to be the end of the video. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow. For now, I'm out. Peace.